Всем привет, it's Tech. Alright, so we're gonna review another free scope. I like that. Keep sending stuff. So this company, Discovery Optics, they sent me a scope last year. Last year I think it was. I got the box over here. I got a video on my channel if you guys wanna see it. It was a nice scope. It had, bad things and good things, and even though it was free, I'm not gonna just say everything positive about it. I keep it real. If anything that I didn't like, I did mention it, and I'm gonna do the same with this one. This is a smaller scope. That one is a 50 to 55 millimeter objective lens, and the tube is 34 millimeters, which was weird because most of them are 30 or 1 inch. But I mean, on my other video I was testing a next to my Vortex Viper PST and my primary arms, and it was almost as good, to be honest. I mean, the Vortex was better than the Discovery Optics and the primary arms, but wasn't too far apart. But let's focus on this one now. So this is a 44 millimeter objective lens and a 30 millimeter tube, and the model is LHD-MB, and the magnification goes from 4 to 16 and 44, like I say, the objective lens, and SFIR. I don't know what that means. I had to read the manual. And the good thing is this is a full focal plane. So far, it's pretty good. I already zero this rifle that I'm gonna be using for hunting tomorrow morning. So I'm actually putting a lot of faith on this scope, alright? So this is gonna be my hunting rifle, and I mounted this scope here. Plus, I'm gonna be using a lot of ammo that is really expensive because this rifle is 6.5 Creedmoor. But all right, let's go back to the specs. So far I like it. This one has the lockable turrets, which is nice, and it's got like a flathead, a screw on top that you can loosen it so you can put your turrets on zero. Pretty cool. I like that. All the controls, they feel pretty good, and the illumination is not as good as the other one. And as far as the glass, I mean, it's what you can expect from $200, $250, because this is the price for this scope. It's not great, but it's not bad either. It's got some aberrations, chromatic aberrations like the other one. And the reticle, if the illumination is on and you move your head sideways a little bit, you get a lot of distortion on the reticle. So that's one of the things that I didn't like. But like I say, I mean, it's a $250 scope, right? And they did the same mistake as the other scope, which is the rear cover. It's not a flip up. It's just this thing, and I don't know why they keep doing that. I hate this shit because I always lose it all the time. I can never find it. I wish it was a flip up. Hopefully they fix that. I don't know what's the reason behind it. I'm sure they got a motor, but I don't know why. So yeah, the reticle, it doesn't illuminate the whole thing. I'd probably take a video so you guys can see what I'm talking about. And so far it's holding zero. This rifle, this is a Franchi or Frankie. I don't know how you pronounce it. It's something that Benelli used or something like that. So it's a Frankie Momentum Elite, and it's supposed to be guaranteed to be sub MOA at 100 yards. So we're gonna see if that's kind of risky. I wanted to put a better scope, because I got some better ones, but I wanted to use this one for hunting because I'm gonna be using a lot of money in ammo. I got like $400 worth of ammunition here on Creedmoor. Some of these boxes are $50. But I'm not gonna shoot all of them. I'm gonna do groupings of 3 shots because I always do that with my precision rifles. Every time I got a new rifle, I always try to find the best ammo for it. So I'm gonna put some targets and I'm gonna shoot groups of 3. Usually I do 5, but that's pretty expensive. So we're gonna go with groups of 3 and find the best ammo, and that's what we're gonna be using for hunting. Hopefully it works, and hopefully the scope keeps zero. So we're gonna put it to the test, and I'm putting a lot of faith in this scope, guys, from Discovery Optics. I'm spending a lot of money to test your product, so send me another one. All right, let me hurry up because it's getting dark, like always. I was gonna use my remote, but that takes more time. Plus, I didn't bring my base. So we're gonna start with this one, and we're gonna be moving them to the side so I don't get confused. And I'm gonna violate my own protocols, which is always using safety glasses. Because the humidity is really high today, and I cannot fucking see for shit. So no glasses. Hopefully it doesn't blow up. All right, let's do this shit. All right, the group is about 2 inches. Not great. Ooh, this one is really nice. That's less than 1 inch. So that means the scope is working too, which is good news. Yeah. Not great. That was a Winchester Acuban. This is solid copper. We'll see how that one works because those are fancy, man. It was doing good, but the last one was a flyer. All right, Hernady match. Ooh. Don't be a flyer, please. There's a lot of distortion on the scope, and I never had these issues. You know, it's not my eyes. So the glass is there is a little bit of distortion on it. I had to like stop looking at it, and then everything looks good after that. But if I look at it too long, then it starts doing it again. I think that group, I think they're all 3 of them are in one single hole. Shit. Or one is, I don't know, I cannot see if one is in the red. But if all of them are in the same hole, this is probably the best group that I ever shot with a rifle in my entire life. So we definitely gonna buy more of these boxes. All right, we go with the Norma. Ooh, not good. All right, Nuzzler is the next. Oh. I don't. Should I keep shooting? That's weird. Damn, those are tight. Nice group. And those are the Cellier and Belote. I don't know. I think it's a European brand or something. Yeah. Not great. And those are the most expensive ones, the Cellier and Belote, whatever you pronounce it. They're actually probably the worst ones. not great. All right, this test is done. Let me go get the papers. Woo hoo hoo. That thing is hot, like me. Okay, so here's the paper. That's the Federal, not too good. The Hunter from Hornady was pretty good. I'll probably buy that one too. The AccuBond, not great. And the Impact, that was the solid copper. Yeah, that was a solid copper. Pretty expensive and didn't do too great either. This one, the Hornady Match. I don't know what happened here. I doubt. I mean, I've seen it before with a handgun where the bullet literally hit the exact same hole. But I was trying to look at my camera, the one that it was taking the video, that one. And I couldn't see because the screen is too small. I had to look at my computer when I get home. This is probably so far the best grouping that I ever done with a rifle at 100 yards. So I'm definitely buying that ammo. And the scope did great. And these ones, they were pretty expensive. The normal was expensive, not a good grouping. Nosler didn't do too bad, but for the price, I'd rather buy the Hornady. The European one, the Cellier, whatever you call it, not great, and that was the most expensive of all of them. And the PowerPoint, that was a cheap ammo, and you know, as expected, didn't do great. So yeah. And the scope, hold 0, which is the best part. All right, guys. So the test is done. The scope, it worked okay, a little bit more than okay. I might even give it a grade, but I don't know. At the end, there was some distortion on it. Like my eye was like seeing things. Never happened to me before. I adjusted it more and it got a little better, but still you can tell the glass ain't that great. You know, it's not like a Leupold. But obviously that's gonna reflect in price. You know, you got the money to buy a Night Force or a Leupold, go for it. I'm broke. I'm gonna have to buy cheap ones. The most expensive that I get is Vortex. That's my higher level. But it's a hunting rifle, you know. I mean, it's not gonna be shot that much, once a year. So yeah. Will I recommend the scope for $200? I think I will. You know, if I was gonna just get a cheap rifle or anything like that, $250 for the specs that you get. I mean, first focal plane, illuminated reticle for 250 bucks, not bad. We're just gonna see how it holds up. You know, like it holds 0 on this test. We got a couple of sub MOA groups at 100 yards, which is this rifle is supposed to be guaranteed to do that with premium ammo, which most of these are premium. But you know, I mean, manufacturers are also advertise, they exaggerate a little bit. And also, I wasn't using my rig with the remote. I wanted to do it, but it was getting late, and I didn't have my base. You know, I need to work on that. I need to make like a something with shocks or something, so I'm not touching the rifle as much. And it was gonna take too long, so. But I mean, we got a group that is 1/4 of an inch, so pretty good. All right, guys. Well, thank you for watching. That's Koruga.